Hey, good evening. I missed farming Friday, and so this will be a good opportunity to catch up. So tonight, I was a little bit late here with supper because I was at a agriculture advisory committee for our local junior college. Illinois Central College is the college. Went here way back in the day, and it's been fun to see in the past years where this college has gone. And so we just spent a couple hours. We started out the night though taking a trip, and so this is now my second or third year, I guess, on the committee. And we always take a trip and see what the college is doing by way of the ag department. So this committee is made up of an ag club and a horticulture club. And we split the group off, so we have dinner together with the horticulture and the ag people. And of course, there are people from the Peoria area that are in charge of golf courses. There are landscaping companies, and then there are, of course, farmers and business people that represent the ag department. And we review, you name it, we review some of the curriculum. We talk about how many kids are graduating, enrollment, and where the priorities need to be for our college, and how we help students make sure that they're getting the right education, and are we changing curriculum with the changing needs in the agriculture industry. And so we start out the night and take a trip out here, and as you look behind me in these bean fields, these are herbicide trials. And interestingly enough, if you look closely, you'll see some weeds there that herbicides didn't necessarily get. So as you think about learning opportunities, and thank you, Kirk, it is important, and this is part of why I think you need to take advantage of opportunities and education around. And so, like for this junior college, which I would consider pretty small, however, it's a really strong college, and just in talking tonight about some of our enrollment for this fall, we now have kids that are coming to Illinois Central College from Colorado, from Indiana, from Oklahoma, Kansas, Southern Illinois, Wisconsin, and it really is a testament to what this college has done for in-field programs, just like you see behind me with herbicide testing. You really can't see it, but if you look behind me, there's a terrace back there. And those terraces, there are two terraces that they've got water sampling devices, so they're doing nitrate testing. They'll come in here and also do cover crops. So if you look right behind me here, this portion here behind me, they're going to come and mow this. I'll give you a quick look here. They're going to come in and mow this a little bit and plant cover crops early, so they can start to identify what herbicides are working with cover crops and which ones aren't. And, they do a field day here. Give you a nice little look at some mare's tail. Herbicides didn't touch it, but the community college system is crucial, absolutely, especially for developing young talent, that's for sure. And I know, Martha, being the Iowa State grad that you are, you'll be proud to know that some of our students are going out there to Iowa State. So, and that's another thing. Getting a degree at a community college is such a great way to start. And then they go out to these universities, and I'm hearing now what part of our conversation was tonight, that Iowa State, as well as other universities, are now really getting rid of the out-of-state tuition for surrounding states. So it's making it really competitive, because all of these colleges are really trying to attract that next best college student. So that's provided some interesting challenges as you think about a community college system as well as a university. But as we talk about education and it being really important, it's one of those things you don't realize what's out your back door by way of resources and people and community colleges or even universities that are doing research on practices that are going to probably shape how agriculture acts and moves and what we do and what practices we implement. And I think it's really cool for as small of a college that we have here. We've got quite a bit going on. We had a couple older teachers that retired that are still actively involved to support the young guys that came on to replace them. But, you know, we've now bought a drone so the students can learn how to fly drones and utilize that technology. We, of course, I mentioned the nitrate testing that they're doing. That's in stream. They use telemetry to get that information back up to the company, so that test is live. And then they've got cover crops and herbicide testing, and they're doing some nitrogen testing way over the hill, which you can kind of see way back in there. There's a plot there that for the last 30 years, the same spot, it gets rotated corn and beans, has never had nitrogen on it, and then they do trials. And so, it's really interesting to see the work that's going on in this small community college, what I would call small, but it's right out our back door. And I think for the really take home for all of us tonight is to realize there's a lot of resources out there. And yeah, you can read on the internet, but there's nothing that replaces coming out here. And of course, gosh, what a beautiful night. Sorry about the wind there, but what a beautiful night. And you can learn and take advantage of what our community colleges and universities are doing, and see, what do I want to do on my farm? What experiences do I have that might tie into what's going on right here behind me? Or can I learn something from them that I want to try on my own operation? So take advantage of the educational opportunities. And I know we can fill a summer with field days. I speak at plenty of those meetings in the summer, and it's fun to go to them. But there's only so many hours in a day, and you have to prioritize that so we don't end up crazy busy. But by all means, if you haven't been to your local college or your community college or your extension, if you've still got a strong one in your state or in your county, reach out to a community college and ask them if they have a field day. Like I said, fortunate for us, our professors are going out and teachers are going out and hosting field days, speaking at field days about what they're seeing right here on our community college campus. So you never know what's right out your back door until you get involved and take a little bit of initiative and find out what you can learn from somebody else, because there's plenty of those resources. So with that, thanks for joining. Have a great week, and we'll see you tomorrow night on Supper with Sean.